grand jury having indicted Sebastian Cepeda arson in the first degree. These are significant counts. Murder in the first degree carries the possibility of life without parole. It's the most serious statute in New York State law, and my office is very confident about the evidence in this case and our ability to hold Cepeda accountable for his dastardly deeds. We believe very strongly that this case belongs in state court because of the charges here are more significant in state court than currently in federal court. But we have a very strong working relationship with our federal partners, and of course, we'll always do what's in the best interest of the people of the state of New York and in the city of Brooklyn, because we want to make sure that he's fully held accountable. On January 7th, the indictment will be officially unsealed in court at arraignment. We expect the body to be present in the courtroom. Mr. Cepeda, today he waived his appearance here in court. So January 7th will be the first day where we expect to have him in court when he's arraigned on the felony indictment. I want to assure the people of this city that this office will do everything in our power to hold him accountable. This was a malicious deed, a sleeping, vulnerable woman on our subway system. This act surprised many New Yorkers as they were getting ready to celebrate the holidays. But now New Yorkers are waking up and understanding that on the 22nd of this year, this happened. This was intentional, and we improved to prove this in a court of law. I want to thank the grand jurors in this case, right around the holiday, to see the video and the images of a woman set afire is, it's very hard to deal with. And so I want to thank them for serving on jury duty and coming to the only conclusion that I think is supported by the evidence in this case, that there's reasonable cause to believe and pursue the charges against Mr. Cepeda. Standing here with me is Lila Rossini. She is the head of the Homicide Bureau, and Assistant District Attorney Matt Perry, who's going to be the lead prosecutor on this case. If there are any questions, I'll take them now. Yes. In this particular case, the allegations of the arson, setting the arson on the train with the woman, causing her to be engulfed by flames, allows it to be charged as first-degree murder 1. It's the most serious charge. Most of the time, it's charged in the connection of killing of multiple people or the killing of a law enforcement officer. Yes. As many of you know, the criminal court complaint and the indictment at this time indicates the death of a Jane Doe. The police and the medical examiner's office and many investigators are working to identify her. A body was badly burned, and so advanced fingerprinting efforts are being made, as well as advanced DNA evidence to identify her. We have made some progress in that area, but I'm not at liberty to get into specifics now. And of course, our hearts go out not only to this victim, but we know that there's a family. Just because someone appears to have been living, in the situation of homelessness does not mean that there's not going to be family devastated by, the tragic way she lost her life. Yes. Not at this time. At this time, we're pursuing this under the theory that this was an intentional act. But we also have on the indictment depraved indifference murder, and so there's different theories of the case. But if we watch the video, and I'm sure many of you have seen the video, it's clear that it appears a lighter was used to set her on fire, and that's our working theory on the case right now. Yes. On the murder one, the top charge is life without the possibility of parole, and of course, on standard murder, the top count is 25 years to life. There's also the arson charge, and there's a possibility that some of this could run consecutive. Well, we know that the officer attempted to get a fire extinguisher to douse the flame, and so I'm not going to speak more on that particular issue, other than we believe that the officer, considering all the circumstances, all of the smoke and flames that were in the train car at that time, did the most that he could do at this time. Yes. Yes. This was an act that the question was, why do we want to keep it in state court? There are two basic principles here. One is, I have a lot of confidence in the people of Brooklyn and the people who come and serve on jury duty here. And I think that this crime took place in New York City, in Brooklyn, and that the people of this county should serve on the jury there. Second, very simply, state law is more significant in this case. There's a possibility with life without parole. That's not an option in the proposed charge that was mentioned, arson under federal statute. So you're looking at more time. In this particular case, the heinous nature of this case, I believe that the maximum penalty should be imposed, and currently that would be in state court. Well, we're grateful that to a lot of people here. One thing, we're grateful that the transit system has cameras, and I'm also grateful to some of the witnesses who quickly informed the police of the identity of the alleged perpetrator of the crime. I think all of these things work together to make sure that he was captured immediately. Very important to the safety of New Yorkers that somebody who would behave in this way is currently in custody. We're working on that. We're working on trying to go back and trace when she entered the subway system, and exactly if there's a clear shot of her face.
Our world is full of information. It's time to break through the clutter with your visual communications to reach new markets. Get graphics that enhance, signage that works.
Okay, so we announced a few minutes ago the indictment. The judge received the indictment today. Murder in the first degree, 3 counts of murder in the second degree, arson in the first degree. The defendant, through his lawyer, waived his appearance, and he was not brought up to court, but he is due back in court in person on January 7th, where the indictment will be unsealed, and he will be arraigned on the indictment at that time. What was your second question? Unknown as of yet, but a lot of work has been going into trying to identify her. There's always people missing in New York City, so we're working through those leads, but I wouldn't want to speculate. Yeah. There is no death penalty in the state of New York, so that's why the maximum penalty here is life without the possibility of parole. And we charged that count in order to make sure that we can, seek that penalty. We have a long way to go. This is really the first significant step of today in holding him accountable. Is going to be the felony arraignment again on January 7th. And then the trial team here will work to pursue justice. And of course, it's a priority for me, for my office, for the police department to identify this woman so we can notify her family of what had happened to her. Thank you, everyone. All right.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, we back in the building with another podcast, and this is Raw Dope Podcast Vlog, and I'm your host, Sam 5000, and the famous words I say every morning is, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, man, Brooklyn DEA speaks on man allegedly who set a woman on fire. Now, it's a Spanish guy. I got to tell y'all, man, this is crazy. I started the topic of my shit, New York in the World War, because everything is happening in New York. The shooting of the medical guy, the guy set this thing, the beat up of the inmate. Like New York is on the headlines, real heavy, heavy. So this guy, he kills somebody, sets him on fire, laughs about it, gets locked up on the spot. He gonna be in jail. He's a legal immigrant. He was kicked out the country, got back in the country, found his way around there, and really was sitting there watching a woman burn. I don't know if prison giving you 3 hots and a cat and something good to eat when he did that, but that boy done. If he ever had family, if he ever had friends, if he ever had anything, he won't have it again. He won't have it again. I mean, I'm looking at him like, yo, you're a legal immigrant. You probably don't know nobody. Nobody. Your family probably disown you. You just in New York, wander around. A lot of those, a lot of them migrated to New York. A lot of them migrated to New York. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, setting somebody on fire and just watch it's beyond me. I don't even know how somebody can make you that mad for you to do something like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But that's not the only idiot, y'all. So I just had to open up with that. So, man, I indicted for murder, woman burning NYC train. That's tough, bro. So you don't have to open up with that. But my headline is Big U, JAYZ, and this guy named Jeremy. I can't say I forget his name, but I'm gonna get into it. So the first thing I want to get into, California, big homie, public figure, Crip, whatever you want to call him. Big U was trying to do the right thing on Christmas, and the Christmas truck with all the toys was stolen or hijacked in California, and he's supposed to be like the Crip Lord or something like that. But his thing was hijacked, and I don't know. His joint was hijacked, and I say that's messed up if it was hijacked. You know what I mean? That's messed up if it was hijacked. You know what I mean? It's really messed up. You know what I mean? I don't know why they hijacked this joint, but it was on the news. You know what I mean? It was on the news, bro. And
Days before Christmas, more than 30.
here it is. I'll play it for y'all right now.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Do that first. So hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Okay, guess what? Billie English followed with me on YouTube, and she told me to tell you hi, and she told me you are an amazing person she likes. What? You know what I'm saying? This is a very boring. I mean, you had to get me in. Love the light. peace and property. This is very boring. So, shout out somebody get in there first. Hold up. Oh, here we go.
Why not?
Merry Christmas!
Some of
So, it's Monday, so I gotta hit
Days
y'all
before
with this.
Christmas, more than $30,000 worth of toys were stolen.
Yeah, KCAL News reporter Lori Perez is in South LA tonight, where a U-Haul carrying the gifts went missing.
We always like stories with happy endings, and thankfully this one has one. We were in the middle of doing an interview about the stolen U-Haul when trucks with new toys started showing up.
Merry Christmas!
Some of Santa's South LA helpers handed out early presents.
I got a Ninja Turtle fit and I got Spider-Man fit.
So it's like a Ninja Turtle fit.
Hearts on this cold night in Crenshaw.
Yeah, I chose it and I really like it. So now I'm gonna play with it when I get home.
That's Big U for his good intentions.
That almost didn't happen. This is security video showing the moment early this morning when Eugene Henley says someone stole a U-Haul parked in front of his Windsor Park home. It was filled with toys worth nearly $40,000. All of it paid for by the Henley family, their son, Chargers linebacker Dayon Henley, the team, and private donations.
To think that somebody was stealing a bunch of toys, stealing Christmas, that's kind of crazy.
In an instant, a 20-year tradition of handing out presents to Crenshaw kids almost came to an end for the Henleys and their nonprofit youth empowerment group called Developing Options, until right as he was telling us about the theft, trucks of toys started arriving.
Damn near Christmas miracle. You know what I'm saying? Here in South Central.
Word had spread and donations to buy new toys added up. City workers and the local councilman's office helped organize things, and the LA County Fire Department, which runs its own toy drive, pitched in load after load.
This is a great save. This is a great save by the community because we didn't have no toys. And I'm just so happy.
And with that, as Dayon Henley and others put it, Christmas was saved.
At one point, there was a lack of hope, but you got certain people in this community that won't go for it. And I think that just shows the strength within, and that's what you get right now, a community that rallied back and made it happen.
They do still want to find the person who stole their U-Haul filled with those toys, and they are begging that person or anyone who knows anything about it to come forward and do the right thing in the spirit of Christmas. In Los Angeles, I'm Lori Perez, KCAL News.
So, Big U, Christmas truck was stolen in front of his house. And Big U's a man of respect. That is weird as, you know what I mean? I didn't even know you can really even steal a U-Haul. What, the key was in there? Like, because it looked like he just got in there and pulled off, Big U. But the key was in there. They might just leave the keys in U-Hauls in LA. I don't know. But it looks crazy, U. It looked crazy, Big U. It definitely looked crazy, Big U. It looked crazy, U. You gotta know it looked crazy. He has to know that it looked crazy. I don't know if it happened or it didn't, but right in front of your house, and I know you live in a good neighborhood, and they stole the toys. Why did they pick you? Was that you know what I mean? I don't know, man, because the internet be so messed up. The dudes be doing so much on the internet. I don't know, man. I don't know if some of this shit be made up. It be a hoax. It be a game. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. So, Big U. So now, I got to go to that's one thing on Christmas. But now I got to get to the money. You know what I mean? I got to get to the money. You know what I mean? I got to get to the money, y'all. I have to get to the money. You know what I mean? I have to get to the money. I have to get to the money. I have to get to the money. You know what I mean? Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment, man. There's not much to say. You got ignorant people that leave ignorant messages all the time. What? Trolls in here. Wake up, trolls. Where y'all at? My people at? Hold up. Jeremy Ramirez. Hold up, though. Looking up some info. Okay. This one right here is gonna send this through shockwaves. You know what I mean? This one I got for y'all right now, man. This nigga right here, what y'all about to hear right now.
Son arrested for allegedly.
You got to hear this cow.
Son arrested for.
Now, here it is. I gotta tell y'all, it's a guy, Jeremy Ramirez, killed his mother on Christmas and stabbed her in New York. New York has been on fire this holiday. The end of the year, New York went out with a bang, bro. It's some crazy motherfuckers.
A son arrested for allegedly killing his mother on Christmas Eve. Police say the suspect stabbed.
We're in the 7 o'clock hour. Let's wake and bake.
News Plus Carmen Grant is tracking all of the new details.
Jeremy Emmanuel Lopez Ramirez kept quiet as he was led out of Nassau County Police Headquarters in Mineola today. The 27-year-old is accused of killing his mother, Josefina Ramirez Montero, inside her Massapequa apartment on Old Sunrise Highway on Christmas Eve.
On this particular evening, it was just him and his mother at the house. Jeremy and his mom was baking some food for dinner. Jeremy left and will go to a laundromat. When he came back, he attacked his mother.
Authorities say Ramirez stabbed his 57-year-old mother multiple times in the chest and abdomen area. She was found in the living room by police. As we reported, she died at the hospital. Police have not released a motive.
Unknown what provoked him to attack his mother, but based on his history and his violent nature, anything could have set him off.
Nassau County Police say Ramirez has a lengthy criminal history dating back to 2018, which includes attempted murder, assault, and criminal possession of a weapon.
He's been arrested for assault, second, criminal possession of a weapon, where he beat somebody with a hammer and a belt.
Authorities say he was released in January of this year after serving between 1 to 3 years behind bars. They say his mother took him in. Police say there was no reports of domestic violence abuse inside the Massapequa home. Neighbors were shocked to hear what happened.
I think it's a horrible thing that his son could do something like that to his mother.
Neighbors are probably feeling much relief to know that they could walk now without having to worry that this person is captured.
Carmen Grant, News 12 Long Island.
God of mine. Now tell me, what would possess this motherfucker to kill his mother? What be wrong with these guys, man? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know.
Arrested for allegedly killing his mother.
Yo, it's just like I don't know, bro. Like yo, how do you?
Switching gears now to crime. The family of a Bourbon Street murder victim is speaking out.
Yo,
Christopher Oates.
I gotta hold up. I have to say to you, right? How did you stab your mother? Like, let's get to that right there. How do you pick up a knife and stab your mother? How do you get that mad at your mother that you stab your mother, the woman that carried you for 9 months, taught you how to walk, talk, eat, sleep, shit? You stab your mother. You stab your mother on Christmas, bro. He stabbed his mom on Christmas, bro. Y'all gotta look at this coward. Y'all gotta look at this coward. This coward, this coward, this coward, man, this coward. Yeah, I want to say some things. But this coward, I can't stand this coward. He just sitting there on the news, looking like just looking like, nigga, what the? Why you ain't kill yourself? I said what I said, bro. You killed your mother on Christmas. What type of dude killing mother? Who even mad at their mother like that you want to kill your mom? Like, your mother probably did everything. Your probably did everything under the gun. You feel me? Your probably just did. Your probably was just a disrespectful little kid, bro. He probably was a disrespectful little whore, bro. Like, little bitch, yo. I can't even have no sympathy for that. But I don't think he should go to jail and COs should beat him half to death. No, I don't. That sucker, man. You killed your mom, bro. Like, yo, you killed your mom, yo. Like, you killed your mother, bro. Like, you killed your mother, bro. Like, you killed your mother. Yeah, and that's what it be. Them little boys be so motherfucking disrespectful, yo. And the women be letting them niggas get away with that shit, and then they turn around and kill them, bro. You know what I mean? And the average woman think it can't happen to him, bro. Like, y'all nip shit in the bud, bro. Yo had enough heart to go kill his mother, y'all. He killed his mother, bro. How do you kill your mother, bro? Like, I just don't understand. You know, I don't understand. Yo, he killed his mother. Yo, kills, yo, kill your mom. Yo. You know what I mean? Like, you killed your mother, bro. Like, how you sit in a cell, bro, like, and just act like you regular, bro? What do you do to a person like that? There has to be psychological problems, yo. You feel me? It has to be something wrong with you, bro. How you kill your mother, bro? Like, how do you pick up a knife and repeatedly stab your mother, bro? Like, man, that's a crime that we just don't do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it, bro. I just can't believe it. I kind of want everything on this chump. Like, it was more stuff on this chump, bro. It was more stuff on this chump, bro. I need to know, bro. Like, this chump. Jeremy Ramirez update. I want to know more about this coward. He's a coward, bro. He's a coward, bro. Nassau. Like, bro, he just being a bitch. Like, excuse my language, y'all. He just so much of a sucker. The way I hate him, bro. You feel me? Real talk, bro. Like, real talk, bro. Like, yo, you killed your mother on Christmas. Like, what your mother ain't get you a gift? You know what I mean? What your mother ain't get you a gift? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, I can't respect that, bro. I can't. Even if you hate your mother, you don't like your mother, stay away from your mother. It's your mother, bro. Like, you can't justify that. Your mom, you can't do it. You can't whack your mother and your mother out. Like, bro, I hope he rot in prison. Or what you want of his friends? I hope he rot in prison. Yeah, I said it. I hope he rot in prison. Coward boy. The pussy boy. We call that soft where I'm from. Kill your mother on Christmas. Who kills their mother on Christmas? Type of suckers. And be up where he from. Like, I don't know nothing about that. Like, boy, you killed your mother, nigga. You ain't no man. You not no man. Where I come from, you not no man. You ain't no man. You killed you whacked your mom out. If you was that mad at your mother, why you ain't go wax my own squat? Why I ain't saying go out here and do nothing to nobody. But how your mother first on your list? You hate your mom. Like, yo, bro, you don't even sound right putting that in the comments because he hated. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, you hate your mother. Like, I hate your mother. I know dudes' mothers out here did them wrong, bro. Like, y'all dudes be, yo, I don't know, bro. y'all dudes be different coming from these weird neighborhoods and weird ghettos. Like, yo, bro, like you think about killing your mother. Where I come from, we don't even talk to dudes like you. Where I come from, we don't even associate with suckers that want to kill a mother. We don't even talk to dudes like that. We don't even allow them to come outside. You know what I'm saying? We don't even allow them to come outside, bro. We don't even allow them to come outside. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Them dudes can't even come on the yard. You feel what I'm saying? If you in prison, you can't even come on the yard. Here it is again. I just gotta hear it again. If y'all just tapping in.
Arrested for allegedly killing his mother on Christmas Eve. Police say the suspect stabbed her to death in a Massapequa apartment.
Listen to that.
News Plus Carmen Grant is tracking all of the new details.
Jeremy Emmanuel Lopez Ramirez kept quiet as
he like 6'5" too.
County Police headquarters in Mineola today. The 27-year-old is accused of killing his mother, Josefina Ramirez Montero, inside her Massapequa apartment on Old Sunrise Highway on Christmas Eve.
On this particular evening, it was just him and his mother at the house. Jeremy and his mom was baking some food for dinner. Jeremy left to go to a laundromat. When he came back, he attacked his mother.
Authorities say Ramirez stabbed his 57-year-old mother multiple times in the chest and abdomen area.
Stabbed his 57-year-old multiple times.
Police, as we reported, she died at the hospital. Police have not released a motive.
Only motive he need is the death penalty.
Based on his history and his violent nature, anything could have set him off.
Nassau County Police say Ramirez has a lengthy criminal history dating back to 2018, which includes attempted murder, assault, and criminal possession of a weapon.
He's been arrested for assault, criminal possession of a weapon. He beat somebody with a hammer.
Authorities say he was released in January of this year.
Good morning. That's that weekend, baby.
They say his
with my mix water.
Police say there was no report of domestic violence abuse inside the Massapequa home. Neighbors were shocked to hear what happened.
I think it's a horrible.
If you want to know,
to do something like that to his mother.
Why I got
probably feeling much relief.
If you want to know why I got a Royal Farms cup, you know, Royal Farms, I go to the gas station all the time. You get a free cup of ice, but the free cup of ice in Royal Farms for me means I got this raspberry watermelon like drink or juice, and every purchase you get a free cup of ice. So me had to be me. I get the ice and I have to put that raspberry in there. So I ended up with a lot of Royal Farm cups. When I wake up in the morning, I like to put a couple cups of water in. Oh, and something alive. For all my fat people just watching this, drink when you get up in the morning. Drink like 2 big cups of water. And try to eat something alive because I went to sleep. Well, I had fish yesterday and I had some like sausage type joint, no Diddy. But yeah, let's go. But I gotta say, New York is on fire. So much is happening in New York, I don't even know, bro. I'm scared of New York. Like New York is my favorite place. So now, man, we got my man on the board. Hovey. So the motion was denied in the JAYZ situation. And the motion was denied in the JAYZ situation, and the judge is allowing for the moment the victim to stay anonymous. And they denied JAYZ motion to throw out the actual lawsuit. So that's kind of fishy. You know what I mean? Like Jay, my man, I'm a big fan of Jay. This was something that I was talking about for days and days and days. I got off of it because, you know, of course, again, prayers and love go out to Robert Brooks' family, the inmate that was killed in the hands of New York City correctional officers. You know, my deepest condolences. But my man Jay, you know what I mean? He goes with this. He goes with this narrative. He's trying to get things out the way. But then here we go. They give you this.
The latest in the lawsuit against JAYZ, accusing him and Sean Diddy Combs of raping a 13-year-old girl at a party. A federal judge ruling the woman alleging the attack can remain anonymous. Morgan Norwood has the details. Morgan, good morning.
Whit, good morning. From the moment this case was filed, JAYZ's legal team fought to get it dismissed, arguing that the woman accusing him must reveal her name. But this morning, a judge ruling she doesn't have to, at least for now. The judge also had some sharp words for his lawyers, calling them out for their aggressive filings and personal attacks and asking them to tone it down. This morning, a legal victory for the woman who is suing JAYZ for allegedly raping her when she was 13. A federal judge ruling the woman can proceed with the case while remaining anonymous, at least for now. but the judge also chastising the lawyers representing Jay-Z, accusing them of trying to fast-track the judicial process by repeatedly filing motions to reveal the identity of the Jane Doe to have the case dismissed. The judge, writing in a 5-page brief that the Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because the counsel demands it. This latest legal twist coming after the recently filed civil lawsuit by Jane Doe, claiming that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party after the MTV Music Awards in 2000, while an unnamed celebrity watched. Jay-Z has vehemently denied all the allegations, putting out this statement 2 weeks ago, writing in part, "This is a blackmail attempt." The multi-platinum artist, who was 30 at the time, is a business mogul with decades of hits to his name, with songs like Run This Town. Have denied everything about Jane Doe's account and pointed to some alleged inconsistencies in her story.
It's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true. It's provably, demonstrably false. This never happened.
The judge writing that while Jane Doe can remain anonymous for now, she may be required to reveal her identity at a later date to allow Jay-Z's lawyers to collect facts necessary to prepare for trial.
Oftentimes, when someone is accused of a crime like this, the accuser doesn't want to be named, and if they are forced to be named, we have seen certain people decide to drop the lawsuit altogether.
And just the day before this ruling, Jay-Z's wife Beyonce and his daughter Blue Ivy making a heralded appearance during a halftime of the Ravens-Texans game on Christmas Day on Netflix, performing a live show to an audience of more than 27 million viewers. And just this morning, Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Jay-Z and Diddy's accuser, releasing a statement to ABC News, writing, "I will say that the coordinated and desperate efforts to attack me as counsel for alleged victims are falling flat. We won't be bullied or intimidated." We also reached out to Jay-Z and his team.
I don't know how you can be charged with us, like, or being sued, and the victim can just hide themselves. They can get you a blind lawsuit. Like, come on, bro. This is a setup, bro. I really believe this is I'm be honest with you. I really believe in my
civil lawsuit.
I really believe in my heart that this is a setup.
Jay-Z and Beyonce are in some hot water right now when it comes to their friendship with Diddy. But now fans are doing deep dive.
Honor or dignity, Jay-Z accused Busby of extorting him in the lead up to this lawsuit, essentially accusing Busby.
I believe there is extorted, bro. Like, come on, yo. That's crazy, bro.
Falsely accused in a public lawsuit. Hey, by the way, we want to keep following this Jay-Z story for you as it develops. And with that in mind, I have to thank our sponsor, Upside, because it's with
I need to re-up on the water. Protected by Viper, stand back. Protected by Viper, stand back.
has denied any allegation that he was trying to extort Jay-Z. He said all that he was trying to do, and what he was doing, is he was engaging in standard pre-litigation practice where you send somebody a letter in an effort to resolve the situation, particularly through mediation. But Busby, now we got to talk about him. He just filed, and this is what we're going to get into, he just filed a response that we have to talk about. And I got to give you some backstory on where this response is coming from. So the controversy here stems from this. The fact that Jane Doe, this anonymous accuser, sat down for an interview with NBC. Now remember, she claims at 13 years old, she got dropped off at Radio City Music Hall in New York City back in 2000 where the Video Music Awards were being held. She didn't have a ticket, so she wandered around outside, maybe hoping to see a celebrity or two. But who she saw instead was one of Sean Combs' bodyguards, who allegedly told her to come back later that night. He'd take her to a home where Combs was throwing an after party. And when Jane Doe gets to that party, she believes that the drink that she was given was laced with drugs because she started feeling woozy, disoriented. And she says when she went to find a room to lie down in, that was when she was assaulted by both Combs and Jay-Z. That's what she's alleging. And again, I should also tell you that Sean Combs has also denied these allegations as well. But when Jane Doe spoke with NBC News recently, She acknowledged that there are parts of her stories that, yes, they have some inconsistencies. Jane Doe was quoted as saying, "I have made some mistakes," but she said she stands by her overall allegations and says, look, this happened 24 years ago. Of course, some details have been lost to time. But here are some of the issues. Jane Doe says that after the alleged rapes, she was able to run away from the home, find this gas station where she was allowed to use the phone. She said she had called her dad to come pick her up. Problem there is her father told NBC News he didn't remember that. And that if he had come to pick her up, it would have been a 5-hour drive. On top of that, he apparently told NBC News that he never even heard of this alleged attack on his daughter until the reporters came asking questions. Jane Doe also claimed that she spoke to or saw Benji Madden at this VMA's after party.
Benji say he wasn't there.
Lead guitarist for the rock band Good Charlotte. His representatives, though, told NBC News that he was in the Midwest on tour at the time. So with that coming out, Alex Spears, who's Jay-Z's high-powered attorney, said to the judge, calling the allegations a sham. Quote, she claims the assault took place at an after party at Mr. Combs' home, but photos that night show Mr. Combs and Mr. Carter at Lotus nightclub for the after party. When pressed, the plaintiff admitted she was guessing about key details, including the time it took to reach the venue. She admits she has no single corroborating witness over the last 24 years. I talked about this before in a prior sidebar. It is possible, if you take her allegations as true, that Jay-Z and Sean Combs maybe went to a few places in that after party, so we don't know when this other after party where she claims she was assaulted took place. But again, this is problematic for her, right? The fact that her father can't back it up, the fact that the Benji Madden incident, there was also an incident that she called a Jumbotron, but there's been evidence to suggest there wasn't a Jumbotron. So there's holes in the story. Now, NBC News, they did report that they tried to locate this friend who allegedly drove Jane Doe to the VMAs that night, but it appears that person has died. And they indicated that they tried to reach out to this person's relatives, but they didn't really have any luck. Now, Jay-Z reportedly told NBC, this incident didn't happen. And he says, look, but Tony Busby filed it in court anyway. He doubled down in the press, adding, true justice is coming. We fight for victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. This 1-800 lawyer doesn't realize it yet, but soon. Again, reference.
Yeah,
So,
Tony Busby out of order.
Released a statement defending himself, saying, look, Jane Doe's case, it was referred to me by another firm. Her story had allegedly already been vetted. His statement read, our client remains fiercely adamant that what she has stated is true to the best of her memory. We will continue to vet her claim.
Enough is enough for my man, Jay. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it, bro. I can't take it, bro. I just can't take the lies, bro. I just can't take the lies, bro. I just can't take the lies, bro. I just can't take it, bro. You know what I mean? I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. And here it is. Now, Tish, tell me.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Diddy, the source, the magazine of hip-hop, music, culture, and politics, is now saying that Diddy is facing pressure to cooperate with prosecutors in exchange for bond. Y'all, did we not say Diddy was thinking about snitching? Did we not think that Diddy wasn't rubbing his pennies together, hoping to either get a pardon from Biden or Trump? Now, let me be clear. I don't know if he's going to get that pardon, but y'all must be crazy if y'all think that Diddy ain't doing everything he can to get out, and that includes trying to buy a pardon, a la Rockefeller Records CEO. We'll talk about that in a different video, right? Anyway, they're saying, this is directly from Courtney B, said Diddy is facing pressure to cooperate with prosecutors in exchange for bond. Yo, prosecute, let me tell y'all something. The U.S. Attorney's Office is always doing their thing. The fact that they got Diddy, there have been rumors that he had a meltdown in jail, and this is the saddest Christmas ever, and he's so sad. And prosecutors were like, you know that Tyler Perry thing where he was like, where she sat down with a mad black woman, and she sat him down, Kareem. I think they heard Diddy.
For sure. Thank you.
They heard this, they heard that. Him trying to make tattoo ink out of like crushed up roaches' legs.
I can't take it, bro.
And rat hairs. And I think they're like, what? You don't like oodles and noodles. You want some what? Some crab legs. You want some crab legs? You want a seafood boil? You want some lobster steak fettuccine? You can have all that if you open your mouth. Oh, baby, you can get out all you want. You just got to open your mouth. Now, the question is, who's he going to snitch on? You think he's going to snitch on?
Y'all think Diddy going to snitch?
You think prosecutors are turning, the U.S. Attorney's Office are turning their attention on Rockefeller Records? You think something's going on? No, we don't know. Let's move on. Anyway, they said 2 weeks after his first denial for bond, embattled Bad Boy Entertainment CEO Sean Diddy finds himself at the center of a legal storm that shows no sign of quieting. Facing mounting pressure from prosecutors, insiders now claim Diddy has been offered a chance at freedom, but at a cost that could send shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond.
I believe that.
According to reports from celebrity insider Janet Charlton, prosecutors are pushing Diddy to reveal the full extent of those allegedly involved in his rumored misdeeds. Sources suggest that the authorities cast a wide net, demanding details on celebrities, outlets, studio heads, agents, and powerful business figures who may have played a role in Diddy's legal troubles. Charlton's source claims that while Diddy has remained silent thus far, the temptation of bail and the possibility of a lighter sentence looms large.
Yeah.
She said, Diddy is being tempted to start naming names, and if he cooperates, he could likely be granted bail until his trial. However, Diddy's refusal to cooperate may not last forever. The insider hinted that the revelations could be seismic if Diddy eventually speaks out. They said the list of people involved will shock the world, the source teased, raising speculation about how deep the investigation may reach. Listen, they want to know thoughts. I got some thoughts, right? First of all, and this is a very serious talk. Do you honestly think? Let me just say it. Do you think this story was planned by Diddy's team? I'm not. First of all, it's in the source, right? And this is no shade to the source, like they got reporters and stuff. But what I'm trying to say is something like this would have been leaked on like ABC News, 2020, CNN, or even the federal prosecutors, right? Everybody is under a gag order. The federal prosecutors are being quiet.
Yeah.
This seems to me to be, could be true, of course, right? Or it could have been information that was planted in order to send shockwaves through the community of the people that are throwing Diddy under the bus. Remember, there were reports that JAYZ is distancing himself from Diddy.
I would.
And he will do anything he can to save himself. And I said, I mean, you innocent. I feel you. I'd do anything I want to save myself, too, from being associated with him.
Facts.
In a different parallel,
what y'all think? Hey,
on Earth 2,
drop your location. Drop where you from in the comments.
Completely innocent.
Who tapping in with me?
Various things. Busby did say there were several lawsuits. So, once Busby found those as lawsuits, he said there were several lawsuits, and you know that Busby is doing everything he can to vet those lawsuits right now. And when they drop,
I just know why they pick JAYZ.
Oh my God!
I know Diddy. Like, this is different.
Let's get back into this. Do you think because JAYZ made such a public show? He made such a public show of saying that he was cutting ties with Diddy and he ain't got nothing to do with that. And Diddy's the one accused of 8 crimes and Diddy's the one that did this and Diddy's the one that did that. Do you think, and again, if he's innocent, go ahead. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, as you should.
To do with this. But do you think that Diddy is trying to send a message to JAYZ and everybody?
Do y'all think that Diddy's trying to send a message to JAYZ?
That it's not
Great
safe.
Britain, what up, Britain?
If he goes down, everybody goes down. Because let's be real, even if Diddy talks, right? What's he gonna sit there? They made me do it. They offered me millions, and they had no choice. He's still gonna get serious jail time. He's still going to do whatever. They're offering for him to be free on bail. But if you snitch on the rich billionaires that you're alleged to have been doing, you know,
you might get killed.
Entertaining with your little freak offs and stuff. Well, you might not make it to trial. You might walk down the street and
Yeah.
suck on a banana peel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the only people you could really safely give up that would ensure the safety of you and your loved ones, that nobody can see Epstein special, is to give up your peers, your coworkers, other big celebrity names, but giving up other big celebrities.
So what y'all think, right? Okay. Y'all just tap in there, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. So the judge is allowing Jane Doe not to reveal her identity at the time, and he tossed out the fact that Jay-Z wanted the lawsuit dropped. Now, Tish saying that she's got an inside entertainment scoop saying that federal prosecutors is offering Diddy bond if he cooperate. You know what I mean? That's in the air. So Diddy been locked up, in a little past 90 days or whatever, 3 months, Jay-Z, disannounced his association with him in the public. Could that make Diddy mad? Could that make Diddy mad? In my eyes, I don't know. I don't know, bro. That would force you to tell, because if the man ain't had nothing to do with it, what you tell him? So outside of Jay-Z, it's some people that Diddy dealt with and probably some powerful names. But my thing is, why the first powerful name come out as Jay-Z? You know what I mean? I think I don't think it's true. You know what I mean? Jay-Z getting away with something, I don't think it's true. Like, rape is a brutal crime, bro. Rape is a brutal crime, bro. A brutal crime. I'm going to Google this right now. I have to do this because people, you know what I mean? Because people getting this stuff messed up, right? I just got to play one thing, right? From a true, somebody that this shit really happened to and ain't doing no lawsuits and just, you know what I mean? I'm about to type one in because I said that you gotta go talk to women that really been fucking raped. You know what I mean? And they talk about this. You know what I mean? Like, it's some serious people. You know what I mean? That this stuff happened to. So when I think about rape and I think about sexual assault, it's one of the most hatefulest things that you could do to a person, right? So when you accuse somebody, we live in a world where as though it happens and then people lie. My thing is that if a man did that to a woman and brutally raped a woman, he need to be hung from a tree. I have a mother, I have a daughter, I have, I got family, I got friends, I got homegirl. Like, that's not something that you do. No means no. So when you accuse somebody of this and they didn't do that, bro, that is very, 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 very depressing, distress, and you're very angry. You're very angry because that turns you, especially if you're a man that has a wife and kids. Jay-Z has a wife and kids. If y'all would have brought Jay-Z up on an old murder charge, y'all would have brought Jay-Z up on an old drug distribution charge, y'all would have brought him up on some money laundering shit, cool. But I say, why bring a man up on rape charges? Now, if 24 years later, I feel like this. It is women out here that shit happened to and they kept it to itself. But her story was crazy. They raped you. You ran out the house with no clothes on. You went to a gas station. Your dad comes 5 hours later to pick you up, and y'all had a silent treatment in the car. That ain't how no fathers get down. That ain't how no fathers get down. My daughter, 5 hours away from home, calling me and telling me to pick her up. When I pick her up, I want to know what the fuck going on. You can look at your little girl. You can look at your mother. You can look at your significant other. You can look at your grandmother. You can look at your auntie. You can look at anybody and tell when something just fucking happened to them. Something just happened to him. You was raped by 2 celebrities. This is devastating. A father, you know what I mean? A father is going to go above and beyond. He don't care if it's Diddy. He don't care if it's the president. Y'all touch my little girl. The father's going to go get hurt about that. The father's going to go get hurt about that. A real father that had this happen to his little princess, he's going to jump out there and get hurt about that. He don't care who it is. So that's what makes me think that it's a lie. Now, these parties that these people going to and all this, hanging out with Diddy, you know, getting fucked up and shit like that. And next thing they got a sore butthole, swollen coochie. I don't know about that. I'm saying my thing is rape allegations. If you raped a woman, a 13-year-old little girl, man, that's a savage act. That's a crime of hate. That's brutal. If that woman is lying on you, that's a crime of hate and that's brutal. A real father will ride out. What you look like picking your daughter up 5 hours away and then she just get in the car and if you just, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm going to paint the picture for you. Like something just happened. You just got raped. So you're extremely upset. You're extremely upset, I'm guessing. So when you get around your father and you know your father not going to do this, I'm thinking just a woman, females are emotional. You go break down and cry. You in a safety net with your father. And your father, they come and tell your father. And your father say, I don't recall nothing like that. Because something like that I will remember. You will remember something like that happened to your child. But they denied JAYZ motion and they going forward with it. I believe Jane Doe is lying. I'm not saying all those accusers are lying, but Jane Doe that's suing JAYZ and Puffy, she's lying through Tony Busby. And the court system just don't never have no love for the man of color. So of course the judge is going to say, how you going to say, what, sir? If somebody's accusing me of rape, I'm a billionaire. My wife is a celebrity. I need to face my accuser, and we need to get to the nitty-gritty of this. It's inconsistency in our story. When you testify on the oath, you solemnly swear to tell the truth, nothing but the whole truth, so help you God. If they find a lie after you take that oath, they dismiss that stuff. This stuff that's happening in New York is different. And y'all pay attention. Robert Brooks was beaten to death by upstate New York correctional facilities. Diddy and JAYZ is being charged with self-assault in New York City. Luigi Manoni went and shot the CEO of the health business in the back in New York City. A man was just arrested for setting somebody on fire in New York City. Jeremy Ramirez just killed his mother in New York City. Like, good God Almighty, man, let me tell you, our cities all over the world are going crazy. But right now, New York is just in the headlines. You know what I mean? Thank you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. New York is in the headlines. New York is in the headlines. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, that's my favorite place. I don't want to go. Fat Joe, he says something. Everything has just been like the last 2 weeks. It's just been New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. New York is a tough place, bro. New York is a tough place. New York is a tough pillow to swallow. New York is a tough pillow to swallow, bro. Right now, there's a lot of things happening in New York. And then these prosecutors of New York, they go for the kill. Now, some of these crimes, setting somebody on fire, shooting the health CEO, all of this stuff is crazy. So, you know, I see them being charged. Dude just set a woman on fire in the subway. Guy that choked the dude out on the subway gets found not guilty. It's just too much going on in the world that'll get us sidetracked on what's really going on. But the rape allegations, bro, I don't think men and women need to understand how serious those allegations are and how detrimental that is to one growth and development. Speaking of that, knowing of that, bro, that's tough. That's tough. Would you want to be treated like that? Hell no. And it's just to know this man is going through this. So I want to play a clip and some stories from a rape victim. Here we go. Here go one.
Moments in the courtroom today.
This ain't a lawsuit.
Who says a hospital nurse raped her while she was in his care took the stand. We had a camera in the courtroom as a trial for Giovanni Hechavarria continued. The victim detailed the terrifying moment she says happened in 2016. She didn't want to be shown on camera, but she says Hechavarria was her night nurse at the time and says after administering medication that made her feel woozy, he started doing things that weren't normal for a nurse to do.
He did my vitals. When he went to the front,
He went down further than I've ever had done. He took off my boxers and underwear. They were like this with his drawstring and dropped his pants. Had no underwear on. And I kept begging him, no, please don't. You stop now, I won't tell. And then that's when he threatened me if I told him, he would come after me. And plus, he would be my nurse the next night and do even worse to me.
Well, it's at that moment she says he raped her.
That's a rape victim. That's a rape victim that ain't laughing and joking. That's a rape victim in court. Ain't no lawsuit in. He's a nurse. She can sue the hospital. That shit come later. That comes later, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. Here it is. I let y'all hear what happens to people who really get raped.
As a presidential candidate comes under fire for a controversial rape comment. Inday Sara Duterte Carpio says she's a rape victim herself. She first made the revelation on her
That's what I'm saying,
Instagram
bro. With the
account
list
on
go
Monday.
on.
She said she decided to speak up after being asked to comment on the issue. And she clarifies she takes no offense over her father's comments.
Yeah, ma'am. Nahiya ako magsabi na.
Bro, let me get to it. Get busy like the bunky dance, bro. I just want you to know, bro. Like, yo.
But Khadijah was just
like, come on, yo. Like, it ain't no joking in this, bro. That's what I want to tell you. It's you know what I mean? Listen to these women. You know what I mean? I want to raise awareness about this. So I'm saying, so your daughters or your sons can know. Don't lie on nobody about this. Don't lie on nobody about this. Take this JAYZ and Diddy thing for serious. Don't be going to parties. Don't be leaving your cup sitting down. Don't go nowhere that you don't want to be involved in certain things, bro. And then come out, because this could happen. Yeah, I could be on point. Know your place. Like, real talk, bro. Know your place, bro. This is it. I have to play this.
All three women joined the military after 9/11.
I mean,
they were prepared to lay their lives on the line for this country. What they never anticipated was that their careers would be derailed after they say they were raped.
Yeah.
I was repeatedly raped over a several-month period by the high-level senior enlisted people.
She was raped for months.
Like 20 times. And
raped 20 times. These women ain't laughing. Ain't no lawsuit and no cameras.
Did being raped twice in the military while you were serving our country do this to you?
It did. Because I wasn't like this before.
Instead of trying to get away?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm telling y'all. See, I look stuff up. You know what I mean? I look stuff up because I said to myself, I said, man, this is serious. I have a daughter. I have nieces. So I said, yo, you have to look at this. You know what I mean? You have to look at this and look at situations where a woman could be assaulted. So now when you see all these lawsuits, it make you do something. So I'm a man. So I never, ever played no games like that. No means no. My daddy taught me that. So a lot of these dudes' fathers ain't teach them the right thing. My father taught me that. And no means no. And I don't even care if it's a playful no. If you say no, oh, no, I'm not messing around. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in an era where I grew up in an era where a lot of girls was dating older guys and getting knocked off. And I had a homeboy who went to jail who was like, you know, dealing with a girl, and they wasn't even that much older than each other. He was 17, she was 14. You get what I'm saying? They liked each other. They were kids. They grew up when he was 20 and she was 17. A mother called them together and got the man locked up. The man went to jail. The man had a hard time in jail for this. You know what I mean? And he wound up coming home and they wound up having a kid, whatever. But what I'm saying is, a man had a hard time. He wasn't even doing that. The mother put that pressure on him, a 3 years difference. So I'm saying, when this happened to a woman and your father pick you up, your father is your safety net. You're not hiding nothing from your father. You're not, and he picked you up 5 hours later after this happened. You're not calming down. And I show you this and play these women because they're not calming down. It's not a joke. The first thing they wasn't thinking was, I'm taking you to silver court. I want you to pay for what you did to me. That's just how that goes. So anything of it, oh, I'm gonna settle out of court for some money and forget about it. No, I don't think that happened then. Because you want justice. When something like that happened to you, that's not something that you shake off. So the man Jay-Z being charged with that is really, really, really troubling if you didn't do that, bro. If you didn't do that, if you did that, you will settle out of court. Hey, listen, Tony, let's get this under the rug. Any more people that got my name in their mouth, let's sweep this under the rug and do a settle out. I don't want to hear this no more. Plenty of y'all that's watching this got lawsuits and car accidents. They ask you to sign some papers that you won't sue them again, and you never want to sue them again. So if he did this, I feel like he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. 100 million. Keep everybody shut up. How many victims is it? If it's victims. I'm a billionaire. If I did this, hey, get everybody here. We're selling out. You get this, you get this, you get this, you get this. And it's over with. It's swept under the rug. But if I'm publicly defending myself, I didn't do this because I'm from Marcy Projects and I know the significant if you rape a woman. I'm from Baltimore. That's not allowed in the hood. If a dude found out that you did that, it's no respect for you in the hood. It's no respect when you come from the ghetto. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, because we seen plenty of shows and being black. You seen, a lot of us have this light skin tone because of rape. It's a lot of kids out here because of rape. And I'm talking about in ancient history. And that's not a good thing. You know, that's not a good thing at all. So when you accuse somebody of this and accuse somebody of this on that level, and if they don't fight, it makes me second guess them. And Jay-Z, he's fighting as he should. He has to fight this to the end. Because this is not nothing that I could look at my wife and be like, and my daughter. He has 2 daughters. He has a mom. He has sisters. He has nieces. He has women in his family that love him. To know this is you, it's a hard thing to sit at the dinner table, bro. You know what I mean? I don't care how rich you is, bro. You still human. And if you didn't do this, this has upset you because there's a lot of men in prison who did not rape a woman. There's a lot of men in prison who raped a woman and they're serving their time and they get treated how they're supposed to get treated. But it's a lot of innocent men caught up in this. It's a lot of women that lie about being raped. It's a lot of women that's not lying about being raped. So what I'm saying is that's allegations. That's no joke. I stopped listening to the man music if it's any true in that because I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that, bro. That ain't my thing, bro. That ain't what men do, bro. I wasn't raised up like that. That ain't what men do, bro. That ain't what men do, bro. Men don't do no stuff like that, man. Men from the no. And if you're accused of that, that's real personal. That's real personal. Yo, my man, wife and daughter just did a beautiful performance in Texas. And you gotta go there and you gotta be in the public eye. And then what if your wife believes it, but she's not saying nothing? You know what I mean? What if your family's second guessing you? That's what happens. That's what happens. People like, yo, why would somebody say this about you if it ain't true? They the questions that your wife gonna answer. That's the question that Beyonce answered. Well, if this never happened, or people will say something to you, well, I don't believe it, but how your name get caught up in this? You get what I'm saying? How did your name get caught up in that? That's my question. How does your name get caught up in that? How does your name get caught up in that? I think Tony Bugsby is putting together some people, but when it comes to this Jay-Z thing, not because I'm a Jay-Z fan, and you know what I'm saying? I like Diddy too, but I'm just saying Jay-Z doesn't come off as the type of guy to me that would just automatically, just rape a woman. You get what I'm saying? After the MTV Awards, a 13-year-old in 2000, like how stacked is this 13-year-old? She drinks something, she gets woozy, she goes for a place in somebody else's house to lay down in. You don't know these people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I don't even think a 13-year-old is that smart to want to go in. A 13-year-old back in 2000 from Rochester, New York. I don't know if this person is black or white. But if they're white back then in 2000, I just don't think that will be from Rochester, depending on what part. You're just a huge Jay-Z fan back then. Or you a huge Diddy fan back then. You were a fan of the MTV Awards. But I think of all the celebrities at the MTV Awards and you're a 13-year-old girl. This when Bow Wow was hot. This when Romeo was hot. This is when Lil Wayne. It's so many different artists that fit that age bracket that you want to go out with Jay-Z. I'm just thinking when you're young and a female, what would Jay-Z music do for you to even wanting to be like, all right, you young, Diddy does everything and dance, but Diddy's like an MC. So I'm saying a 13-year-old girl just being in love with P. Diddy or wanting to go and be backstage with P. Diddy doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Now let's talk about that. Diddy, 2000, a 13-year-old girl. And look at all the artists that came out. You got Destiny's Child. You have if you're 13 years old, I'm just putting myself in the mind frame when I was 13 years old. 13 years old, you know, we were Snoop Dogg fans. I think, goddamn it, Tribe Called Quest, De La, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when I was 13, these were the artists, Ice Cube, NWA, and the girls that was 13 when I was 13, bro, they not trying to go backstage for Snoop Dogg. At 13, maybe our big cousins that was 17, 18, 19 would do that. No, they wouldn't go back there because it was more artists to see. We're not even thinking at 13 years old we want to go to an after party. That don't make sense. It doesn't make sense at 13 years old. You know what I mean? Now, when you say Foxy Brown, man, Foxy Brown, I keep telling people, I'm not saying it was right. But Foxy, it's a difference between no and yes. Foxy Brown was, you know, and these young girls, like I said, I've been young before with girls my age date older guys. I'm not saying it's right. A kid making an adult decision. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying it wasn't done. It wasn't done without permission. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Older girls like older guys. Not to be raped or nothing by them. No, that's not why they like older guys. But girls love older guys. True facts. True bill, 100%. They love older guys. You get what I'm saying? That's what the Foxy Browns and all that come in at. That's another story. But he's not charged with Foxy. Foxy never made allegations. He's charged with I'm thinking a young 13-year-old white girl from Rochester, New York. That I just don't believe that she was into Jay-Z music. And I just don't believe that all of the women at the VMAs, I'm just that horny to go rape a girl in a room. That don't make sense. How do you even get to the room without my security? How do I get to a private room where girls are slaying there? Yeah, but her parents didn't give her permission. She's saying a